Hello, my homies. One smart cat doing some Slay the Princess. Now, this is a demo to Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess is a game that I just saw a video on last night, and the art direction for it and the fact that it is completely voice acted and everything made me take interest into it. It's basically, as far as I can tell, a choose your own adventure horror. Yeah, exactly. Horror version of choose your own adventure. What the fuck? I didn't know that this happens at the title screen. Interesting. I don't know much about this game. This is the demo for it. I don't know how long the demo is, but I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do the whole thing in one sitting. So sit back, grab a drink, get a soda, hang out. Let's see what the fuck this is. Turn up my volume. The hero and the princess.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Woods, basement, cabin, princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
oh, the background moves.
It will be the end of the world.
Slay the princess or end of the world. End of the world, what are you talking about? How many options are there? Holy shit, there's a lot of options. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
Talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
So narrator voice wants me to kill princess. Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? What about that, Mr. Narrator?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I don't know, man. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, fuck this. How can a princess locked away in the basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics.
Oh, okay.
You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Stop asking questions and go murder this bitch. Can someone else do it? What kind of evidence we got here? We have any sort of evidence at all?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I mean, you know what? You're completely right. Why would I play a game called Slay the Princess if I'm not going to go slay the princess? Thank you for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Okay, he's completely fine with that answer.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Am I a monster? What's with his hand? What's with this cursor? Cursor.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero. So we have voice of the hero and we have narrator.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck that guy. Proceed into cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I mean, yeah, take the blade. I'm not gonna not take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, my cursor has a knife now. That's cool. Yeah. Basement. I'm gonna trim this up a little bit more.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I used to love choose your own adventure books whenever I was a kid. Like, I do all the other, there was a series literally called Choose Your Own Adventure. I would do all of those. And then Goosebumps came out with their own Choose Your Own Adventures. I used to do all those. Yeah, I used to love that shit.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
You already sound scary.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
That's the hero talking.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi. Just checking in. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Let's just start off with hi, something simple.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
I mean, she seems completely fine.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
That looks so fucking cool.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Are both of y'all like voices in my head? Or is the voice of the hero like the actual thing, person?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. That didn't work. What? No way. Why would you even think that? No. And you know what? I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
She's making eyes.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I mean, I'm not dropping the knife. No, I'm not dropping the knife.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I mean, I'm scared that you're not scared. You seem very fine with the current situation.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, see, this chick doesn't give a fuck.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I'm not putting down the fucking knife.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
You sound like a bitch, hero.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry. I'm not dropping the blade. Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive.
The narrator's positive.
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not putting down the knife. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well, fucking fine then. Apparently I didn't come here to talk to you. Fine then. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. I'm gonna squint at you.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Maybe. Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now.
Shut up, hero. I don't like you already.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
I don't never blink. Oh no. Damn it. If they would have given me the squinting option, I would have taken it again. I mean, I'm not dropping the knife. I guess it's time to slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Oh, well, fuck me then.
Blood sprays from the cut.
That looks
Severed
cool.
carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
I have a die option. I mean, I'm not gonna just die. Fuck all that.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
I am a monster. Or something. I'm like a Kenku or some shit. I got feathers. What the fuck?
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
somehow I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
Okay, so like she's some kind of evil. Or something. Or I'm evil. Well, I mean, she has like sharp teeth.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
Ah, finally. Sweet death. Nope, chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ah, wait a second, narrator.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I feel like we've done this before. Terrible deja vu. Hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty straight to the point. That covers everything that happened.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you.
Oh, really, narrator?
Don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Don't you fucking try to gaslight me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
No, so the hero remembers.
Are we sure we don't want to turn around and hightail it out of here? I really don't want to be stabbed to death again.
Wait. How many voices do I have? What the fuck?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
You're a liar.
That's exactly what you told us last time. But as soon as we tried to slay her, she just started stabbing us to death. Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
What is happening? Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I stabbed her.
We did exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
I mean, I'm not trying to hold you accountable.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah?
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
What do you know, narrator?
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Who cares what happened to everyone else? We should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here. You do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Alright, so Hero's down with killing the princess now? I don't want to. Let's go to the cabin. Fucking.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah. She's gonna lie and cheat and all that other stuff.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. No, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die again, and I bet it's going to hurt.
Where did this voice come from?
It's good to be careful, but you're really not helping with all that talk about death and dying.
Yeah, shut up, flinching voice.
Agreed. Just ignore that clown and stay focused.
Let's try this again.
The interior of
Whoa.
the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
What about the fucking mirror?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hey, you didn't say anything about the mirror. Let's talk about how the cabin's different.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she killed me.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
What about the mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
The fuck?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Alright, I'm on Hero's side now.
To stop arguing. It's stressful enough in here without all of this noise.
Shut up. I care about whether I'm being lied to. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. I'm just gonna go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What the fuck?
But it was there a second ago.
and now it's gone. For the love of everything, can we just get this over with already? All this waiting is killing me.
What is going on? I mean, I'm taking the blade again.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay. Okay. Holding it feels a little better. Maybe we can make it through this.
Nobody's talking to you. Flinching. I have the knife in my cursor again. Stay up.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
What happened?
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
So is she different now?
That's right! Scraping! I told you she has something! I told you! That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Huh.
Is something wrong with that voice? I can hear her bloodlust. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
This is like a lot more aggressive than last time.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody, quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Why does she sound like more robotic this time?
We're not falling for it. She's tricking us. Can't you hear that threatening edge to her voice? She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Then it'll all happen again. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Throw the knife at her.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
No. Oh shit! What the fuck? The razor. Oh, it ends right there? I am completely invested. Aww. Thank you for playing. There's 10 routes and 1 ending to find in the demo, and many more ways to die. So I guess we can do it multiple times and it all ends up at the razor. Because it just says that there's 1 ending. Unless like there's an actual ending where I don't restart. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well that was the Slay the Princess demo. I personally have interest in it. Whenever this game comes out, I'm definitely going to try it. But as far as the demo goes, if there's any more interest in it, I will do other routes. But I'm completely fine with that being the only route for now and just waiting for the game to come out. I seriously dig the art style, and I like the fact that it's completely voice acted. Like whenever it comes to like visual novel stuff, if it's not voice acted, I'm honestly not really interested in it whatsoever. So yeah. So the fact that this one's voice acted, I'm down. I dig it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I see you in another one of my videos, and we